for being here. Good to see you again. So last weekend, a fresh rotation of fighter units arrived at Kadena Air Base, including the 336 Fighter Squadron from Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Can you speak to their mission while deployed and how they fit into the larger strategy, Admiral?
Senator Budd, good morning. Kadena Air Force Base and the wing there is a critical mobile dynamic capability that is just not fixed in Kadena, but has the ability to move throughout the area of responsibility under the principles of agile combat employment. And so this is our on-point contact layer, immediate ability to impose costs, immediate ability to achieve ephemeral air superiority in the AOR, and it's a foundation on which the larger forces that would flow in the event of a conflict rests. And the 5th Air Force, of course, is the headquarters in Yokota with the wing in Misawa and the wing in Kadena. So it's absolutely crucial.
Thank you for that. And heaven forbid, I mean, we hope this never happens, but should deterrence fail in the region, does the Strike Eagle have a role to play that can't be accomplished by other fighters, Admiral?
Yes, sir, it does. And I mean, with F-15EX coming on board and with what that portends, with its dominant electronic warfare capability, in addition to the already dominant elements of range, speed, sensors, and payload of the mighty Eagle, former Eagle pilot myself on exchange, but without being a homer for it, indispensable.
Thank you for that. Now, switch gears a little bit. Can you both elaborate on the demand for our special operations forces and how you're currently resourced to meet those demands? And General, we'll start with you in Korea.
Sir, Special Operations Command Korea is augmented within our headquarters by some very particular intelligence assets, I would call them, that help us to best see, sense, and understand on the peninsula itself. SOC Corps is commanded presently by a one-star National Guard officer, very capable formation in terms of ensuring that our partners around the region, not just the Koreans, but all forces that come to the peninsula to train, maintain great awareness of not only the region, but the discrete activities that might occur should they need to happen. Most recently in the West Sea, we're able to, during Freedom Shield, conduct an air assault. While being in the daytime, it allowed us to take the Korean forces and bring them to a higher state of readiness than they'd achieved previously.
Thank you, General. Admiral, you've talked about previously being underinvested in SOF. Do you care to expand on that?
Yeah, Senator. Currently, we have a counterterror operation that's ongoing in the South Philippine Islands, Operation Pacific Eagle. In addition, the Special Operations Forces are a critical contributor to our counter command control, information surveillance, reconnaissance, and targeting efforts. In addition, Special Operations Forces are actively augment and are a part of our intelligence collection. And this is all notwithstanding the immediate ability to do some of the more traditional roles as direct action. And so I've been working closely with General Fenton on this to be able to define to him exactly how much Special Operations Forces that we have. But I believe that we want, and well, I know I want, and we need more. And I can gain a lot of early leverage and a lot of deterrent capability with more SOF.
Thank you, Admiral. General, does the increased military cooperation between DPRK, Russia, and China concern you as it relates to containing escalation on the Korean Peninsula? And if so, what does that mean for the role of SOF in prevention?
Well, it does worry me. It worries me by virtue of the fact of the things that I'm seeing that SOF helps us to see, whether that be with them operating their own UAS or whether that's them doing operations in the region. Most recently during Freedom Shield, we saw Chinese ships violate and come across the northern limit line in the West Sea. And in the East Sea, we had violation of the Korean Air Defense Identification Zone by the Russians. And seeing them work together along with the information, what was going on in the information environment, SOF helps me to counter some of those things. Because what happened was North Korea said, hey, they need to stop these illegal exercises, working together with the U.S. and the ROC coming together. And then you had these two other adversaries take actions in the region which have to be countered. And I don't mean countered in a kinetic fashion, but there are non-kinetic things that SOC core allows us to do that we might counter in the information space and other domains to continue on with our mission.
Thank you both. Thank you, Senator.